Talk a little bit about JSU and being the guy back there to make sure they have to stay in front of you and they can't score.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're the last line of defense, and so when the ball gets thrown in any type of way, and the guy scores from it, they're looking at the defensive back group, and we understand that. So we make sure that we keep everything in front of us, protect the deep ball, protect the vertical football, and that's just what our job is, point blank.
I've often said the Magnolia State is the heartbeat of the Swac. Jackson State, Alcorn, and Valley. Those three teams have a culture and a rivalry. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, Mississippi plays some great football, whether it's high school, college. That's just what it is. And so Mississippi also doesn't have a professional team, and so our fan bases treat us like we are the professional team. And so that's why you see the great atmospheres that we have when the two teams meet, whether it is Alcorn and JSU or Alcorn and Mississippi Valley. So yeah, that's just how it is.
You get an opportunity to come down to South Florida and play a game in front of that crowd. But talk a little bit about going into Miami Gardens. And again, it's the home of the Dolphins, and that's a big stage.
Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity to play on a big stage, not only a big stage, but also in an arena where you're trying to be at the end of the day, right? We're all playing against the NFL, and playing in an NFL stadium is a great opportunity. You never know who's watching in those type of stadiums, right? Whether it is Miami Dolphins or it's another team or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So be able to come down there and play in that type of game is big. It's an opportunity that we don't take for granted.
And why is Media Day so fun and enjoyable?
I mean, it gives you the opportunity to take a step back away from all the competitiveness of being out there and being macho and being on the field. Man, you get to dress up nice and come meet some people that you never met, see some people that you probably never met in person but probably talk to over the phone or do Zooms with or do interviews for, right? But then being able to meet them and meet the guys, meet the players, and see them in a different light as well, man. It's all appreciated for sure.
Now talk a little bit about your major and some of the things you want to do from an employment standpoint and a career standpoint down the line.
So I have multiple different avenues I'm looking at right now. Right now I'm actually getting my master's, my MBA right now. But I've actually been offered a position to come back and be a grad assistant at Jackson State for our football team. But then I also been thinking about doing law. So kind of a few different avenues I'm thinking on, and kind of just got to take it as I go.
And what's it like to play HBCU football? We hear so much about HBCU. We cover it. We understand it. But what do you tell those who are at home and they really don't know? They heard a little bit about it, but what do you tell them?
Listen, man, if you want to see good football and it's week to week, it's definitely week to week, right? You see a 1 seed beating a top seed. You see a middle seed beating the top seed or giving a top seed a run for their money. It's good football week to week, so that's what you're really looking to watch, right? You want to watch a good football game. You want to be in a good environment. You want to get treated like you're at a cookout or at your family's family reunion. Come to an HBCU football game.
What's it like on Saturday to play in the games? Is the game easy, but the grind during the week hard, or is the game as well? I know it's challenging, but what's it like?
That's definitely the goal, to put in all the work during the week so that the game is fun. But it doesn't always work out like that. We know that, right? So just trying to take it play by play, drive by drive, come to the sideline, see what they're doing, see what's going on, and then talking back and forth with the coaches and figuring out how the game plan has to evolve as the game goes on. That's the fun part of it all, just going throughout the game and seeing how things develop, seeing how that game plan you came up with during the week has to evolve, or maybe you have to scrap it and throw something else out there, right? So that's just the fun part of it all.
Life after Prime. He's been up at Colorado now a few years, but what's it like to be at this program, a program where with a lot of tradition and history and Walter Payton and people know about Jackson State University?
Yeah, man. To wear the block is definitely a great responsibility, and Coach TC is one of those legends who have came here and walked the path that we have walked, and so we're taking the characteristics of our head coach. And so it's personal to us, it's personal to him, and that's what it means to us.
Last question, what's your favorite stadium in the SWAC, and what's it like to play in that stadium?
Veterans Memorial Stadium, Jackson State, baby. It's second to none, and anybody who comes through there knows that for sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.